Welcome to Dead by Daylight News. My name is Wolfyowns, and today is where we talk about all of the cool stuff that comes out or is coming to Dead by Daylight. The changes that the devs have planned, the cool stuff that everyone wants and everything, and also Urban Evasion is really still strong. It's still killing hag players by the minute. Anyways, moving on to some important news, the new elite killer that has been taking the internet by storm. I'm not even kidding. He's on like sites, he's on articles. It is crazy. So, if you don't know by now, Freddy Krueger is going to be the new killer's, quote unquote, the new killer, because he's been leaked all around the web. He's on articles, he's on all kinds of things. Now, I don't know if it's true. Don't come at me if it's not true. I don't know. It's a rumor. I'm just reporting the news. I don't make it. I report it. That's that's it. But I do want to talk about more facts that he's going to have a clawed glove. He's going to have the ability called Dream Master. And he's going to have a survivor called Kate. Now, I'm wondering if his map's going to be like Elm Street or a boiler room. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what it's going to be, but I am excited if it is going to be something like that. Now, we do have the leaked sound files here for you guys to listen to. So what we're going to do is that we're going to play them, listen to them, and then we're going to talk about them afterwards.
La 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 la.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like Freddy to me. The little girls, the la-la stuff, and all those like sound effects of him being like hit by a pallet and being stunned or like a survivor wiggling free. Then the laughs, I'm really curious. Is that going to be when he hits you, he does the laugh thing? I'm really curious. Like, but I mean, I could be wrong. We could all be wrong. All these rumors could be just wrong. We don't fully know. The devs have not said anything about any of this. So, I mean, for all we know, it could be it. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. So, for all we know, it could be it. But anyways, moving on to what's important, the dev stream. So, last dev stream was not that special, but they did have a little bit of lore for you lore junkies out there. And I'm a big lore junkie. I love my lore. So, let's watch this part of the dev stream to find out a little bit more lore.
Could we learn some lore behind the hatch? Where does it lead to? Well, I think the hatch is.
You have to ask yourself. In the game, there are certain things that don't seem to fit. There's a hatch.
Yeah.
There's some generators.
Yeah.
There's some gates that are linked to those generators, and they're all connected in one way or another.
Yes.
So the hatch.
I'd say even the items.
Absolutely the items, and some of the descriptions of the items will give you clues to what this is. So the hatch is built by someone.
Okay, yeah, let's go all in. There is a character that everybody kind of
just do it. This is it.
There is a character that everybody kind of ignore.
Yeah,
he's already in the game. He's already part of the game. He's a very important character to the whole lore. But you know, that's it.
That's it. That's as far as you can go.
That's it.
Alright, so there's some more lore for you lore nerds out there. Now, I'm a lore nerd too. I really love my lore. I really like getting to know my lore of games I really enjoy. And that means the hatch is connected to a survivor or some character that's in the game already. That's crazy. You might want to look more into that, guys. We're missing something. But also, I know the main question that's on everyone's mind that they want to know besides Elite Killer are cosmetics. When are survivors getting more outfits? Well, the devs have something to say for you guys about that.
We've started some concept work on alternative costumes for some of the survivors that add none. So here goes. Some previews. Oh. So here we have David King with his security officer outfit.
Like it.
Yeah, so David King obviously has accepted shady contracts in the past before going into the entity realm. So this could have been one of them, being a security officer. And there's the little fight version. So as we know as well, he's been doing some illegal fights.
Illegal fighting.
Yeah, I like the one with the wife beater.
Yeah, I really do. It's
really
great.
Cool. Here's Feng Min alternative outfits. These are extremely cool. All of them, as you're gonna see.
Love it.
Yeah, I want this now. It doesn't exist though. It's just a concept.
Doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist for real.
Want it.
That was so good, so good. I want it now, but I can't. So, I mean, don't ask us when this is coming live. I mean, we're just in concepts. So some of them might never happen.
The first thing they're gonna ask, Dave, is when are these things are coming?
I know.
Just show them some concept.
Hey, just enjoy the preview.
Yeah, enjoy, or not preview, or just concept.
Yeah, they're just concepts. We don't
just
know.
concepts. You just
We don't
paint
know.
them and you go, that's pretty, it's good, we can all have concepts, it's all good fun.
Woo! Those look so cool. Oh my god. Take my money. I'm throwing my money at the screen right now. Just take it. I want those outfits so bad. If Feng Min, or Ming Li as I like to call her, gets that outfit, I will be definitely playing her a lot more because those look really cool. And don't even forget David. David has some really cool outfits too. I really like the security guard outfit. That looks really nice. I want this. I want this so bad. I'm pretty sure you all want this. I want to. What do you guys think about it below? Let me know. Let me know down below what you guys think. So that's going to be it for that dev stream. But the last week dev stream, we talked about the Wraith and all kinds of things. But first, we're going to talk about loss of progress and what the devs are trying to do to stop it.
Okay, big update, important stuff. Loss of progress, which is the biggest issue plaguing us right now.
Yeah.
There is progress. We have something that we think might fix it, but since it's such a dangerous place to go and fiddle, right now we've put that in the hands of a few specific people that are testing a new way to save the game. And it's the kind of weird issue that's always a bitch to test, because what we need to test is to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
So giving it to 10, 50, 100 people and waiting a week, a month and going, yep, it still hasn't happened, is still not proof that it will never happen again. So pretty much.
So that's what the devs are trying to do about the loss of progress. Now, I know a lot of people have lost their progress. I haven't suffered from this yet, and I don't want to. Cross my fingers. I don't want to because I have over 3,000 hours. I don't want to ever suffer from that. 3,000 hours of my life on this game. I don't want to lose that, so hopefully it never happens to me. Keep your fingers crossed, guys. But anyways, moving on to the important part. Everyone wants to know, when is the Wraith going to get buffed, and what are the devs going to do to him? Will he stop being at the kiddie table, and will he finally be a big boy? Will he finally get to be a big boy? Well, guess what? The devs answer that question for you.
So yeah, let's talk about Mr. Bing Bong.
Mr. Bing Bong. All right, so as you may know, the Hag is the next. No, I'm just kidding. The Wraith is the next cube that's
fun.
coming up. Is it fun?
No, that's a little funny.
We've looked into a few things for our friend Mr. Bing Bong. He's getting the silent treatment, which is good for him because it's basically making him quieter when he's walking near people. We're also looking into a few other nice quality of life buffs. Currently, his cloak speed we think is a little too long. So we're going to be reducing it to 1 second so that he can actively use this in chases. This could be quite an interesting change, as he took long before and gave himself away quite easily. His cloak speed would slow him down in terms of movement pretty much 50% of his speed, his maximum speed, which meant that he would slow down a ton, as well as give you a 3-second, hey, I'm here, do something, which is too much time for a lot of people, and the Wraith didn't really capitalize on those situations. That change, we're going to basically make it so that it still takes 3 seconds to uncloak. You can change this with add-ons, but you'll be moving at the same speed as survivors. What this should imply is that a Wraith who's decloaking beside you will be very dangerous, and you should be using your pallets, your windows, to try to create a distance between him before he's able to interact with you. Wraiths, please use this ability to not decloak to force a window jump or a pallet drop. Could be in your benefit.
Ooh, I like hearing that. I like hearing the words Wraith and dangerous in the same sentence. That's a big change. Like, you like Wraith and dangerous have never been in the same sentence or the same mouth at the same time. That's actually good to hear that. So he'll be able to put on more pressure on you fast, and he'll be able to get on you much faster. I like that. But wait, also, we are not done yet with the Wraith. They are still going to be giving him even more buffs.
Questions happening right now.
In addition to these changes, the bell sound, so when he rings his bell, is going to be at 24 meters. It used to be infinite across the map. The add-ons that did affect this, reducing the range by 15 and 30%, will now no longer affect the bell sound. The bell sound will be static to 24 meters. For those of you following, if you like Monitor and Abuse, which reduces your terror radius when you're not in a chase and increases it when you are, this would be very fun to put on to make it so that your bell and your terror radius are the same size to sneak up on unsuspecting survivors. In addition to these changes, the whoosh, indicating that he has actually gone into the invisible state, the cloak state, will be set to 56 meters. We might change this if it is too large, but at the moment it seems like a comfortable range. You may reduce this using the add-ons that we're currently reducing the cloaking sound. Sorry, not the cloaking sound, but the bell sound. Those will be now affecting the whoosh range by 30 and 15%, and they stack.
So he's going to be making even less sound than he normally does, because usually in games against the Wraith, you usually hear that whoosh sound very, very easily. That could be across the map and he's on someone else. I'm going to hear the whoosh, the sound of him stealthing or whatever sound it makes. And that actually made me feel better, because I'm just like, oh, okay, so he's stealth. It's not a big deal. I'm not too concerned. So he's going to be more quiet overall, which is really nice. Can't wait for these 2 buffs to come out. Wait, what's that? Wait, what? There's more. Wait, they're not done yet? There's more buffs coming to Wraith? Oh my god!
I'm nearly done.
So I want to see the thing.
Please, yeah, I'm getting there. That's the best part.
Okay.
What's that? No, I'm just kidding. One of the things we wanted to do with the Wraith, and one of his best points or his key points, is that he should be a very strong hunter. In comparison to the majority of our killers, this is his strong point. This is his strength, as well as high movement speed to get around the map. His movement speed we're looking to buff while he's cloaked to perhaps Bloodlust level 2. When he is cloaked, we are looking, well, at first we wanted to explore changing his vision into a borrowed time mode, which is basically a black and white mode. And what we wanted to do was actually make the blood much more brighter, as well as the scratch marks and auras and loud noises, to allow you to track survivors a lot easier. And it would actually help you track people while, after you've hit them once, you can recloak, follow their blood to find them again. Bjorn, would you mind showing what that looked like? Bjorn flies by the seat of his pants.
He's okay.
So after you've cloaked, the world changes and comes back. Now this is a work in progress, as I've mentioned. The black and white mode, I don't believe, will be going into the game.
Not like this, for sure.
No, but we're looking, because we wanted to specifically make the blood a lot more visible, as well as the scratch marks, and due to the way that our game is currently being processed, this is not going to be very achievable with the filter that we're currently using for borrowed time. This does not mean that all hope is lost. Actually, it just means that we have another direction and more hope.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be looking into actually increasing the brightness of the blood and the scratch marks to achieve a much more colorful.
Yeah,
red.
but the idea was to make sure that when you're cloaked, you cannot miss blood. You cannot miss scratch marks.
Ooh, my God. He's going to be even a more aggressive, better hunter when he's stealth. I would love the changed aspect and view. Wow. So these 3 buffs, these 3 buffs that are coming to Wraith are going to be pretty good. I cannot wait to see how much it changes how Wraith plays and every... Wait. Oh, my God. Are you serious? They're buffing him more? There's more than that? They're buffing him even more? Oh my God, we gotta listen to that. Roll it.
Exactly. Now, in addition to this, we are also adding something that was much demanded for. The generator break, pallet break while cloaked. This is the second video. Bjorn, if you wouldn't mind. Also going to be coming in with the Wraith. Whether he remains cloaked after breaking the generator or pallet is
Up for debate right now?
up for debate. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please, you may write to me in general public, meaning in like Reddit, Steam.
Yeah,
posts.
not just like send
No.
a self-addressed
You could, but I mean, I don't know
stamped
if
envelope.
I don't know if I'd read it because I don't know if I'd get it. I don't know where I am. So in the fog and the entity. So please send me your feedback on this. I'd love to know what you guys think, and when it comes out, I hope you enjoy it.
Also, let us know if you like those little tidbits that are part of our process. Here, I just bit my tongue
Is
so
that
hard.
what that happened?
Yeah.
Right. That sucks.
That's horrible.
Oh.
Anyway, but yeah, so showing you how we're working and what we're thinking of doing and trying to get your feedback early on so we can have a better idea of if you think you're going to like that. That's valuable to us, so yeah, speak up.
Woo-wee, my God. They have a lot of buffs coming to Wraith. Like, a lot of buffs. That's crazy. So, like, forget about the kiddie table. He's going to be sitting at the adult table. Get your own damn meal, adult table. You buy your own dinner, adult table. Like, geesh. Hopefully, all these buffs to Wraith are actually going to make him be pretty good. So he's an A rank killer and not a C rank killer. So, now we're going to be talking about 2 perks that they plan to buff, which is going to be Plunderers and Brutal Strength. And yes, they are actually going to buff Brutal Strength. I don't know why, but let's see what they have to say about it.
It's an interesting question. Will you consider changing Plunderer's Instinct to show auras of all item on ground in addition to chests now that we have to deal with Franklin's demise?
Absolutely. And I also saw a suggestion, something that we've been talking about for a while, adding generator breaking speed to brutal strength.
Yes.
This is not coming. No, I'm just kidding. This is coming. This will be really fun to have as well. So we hear you. Please keep setting up these.
Alright, so Plunderers, I understand buffing it so it counters Franklin's demise. Because after you open all 3 chests with Plunderers, there was really no reason. You just have a useless perk. It'd be done. That's it. So having it counter Franklin's demise is really good. I like that aspect. It's really smart. Brutal Strength, breaking generators faster, I understand. But now we're buffing it again. We just nerfed it. I don't know. I don't know. We don't need people running Brutal Strength again. So, I don't know. It's up to you guys, really. How do you guys think about it? Anyways, Dead by Daylight 2, the sequel. Can it happen and will it happen? We'll let the devs tell you about it.
But some people on the team, namely just, me, but are considering Dead by Daylight 2. I mean, at some point we might consider it, but right now nobody's spending any energy on that. Dead by Daylight is what it's all about.
Woo-wee! Wow, wow, Dead by Daylight 2 was actually mentioned in the dev stream. That's crazy. So, they're not working on it whatsoever. It's not a priority, which makes sense because Dead by Daylight's still good. But it has been in Matthew's mind, and that's really, interesting. It's a whole other game and a whole other series to have on his channel. That's freaking crazy. Anyways, moving on to the next part of the dev stream, where we talk about obsession perks, and are we going to have more? Are we going to change any? So let's let the devs talk about that.
Obsession perks, more of them? Buff old obsession perks?
Yes. Actually, I had an idea for the Dying Light perk. Basically, right now, the way it works is that once your obsession is dead, everyone gets a repair debuff of 25%. Sorry, action speed debuff of 25%, which is quite a lot. But forces the killer to tunnel and forcibly hook and murder, if not camp, the survivor, which is not necessarily the
behavior we want to promote.
Yeah, at the moment. So what we're looking instead to do is potentially put, whenever the obsession is hooked, the bonus will then be applied to everybody else. And I think we can even leave the obsession infinitely on the hook, meaning that there's no drain, or the drain just takes very, very long, to allow for the killer to either have a strategy to stay and defend the area, with the expense of the other players doing generators and just finishing the game, or going out and chasing survivors and trying to do a balance of protecting his prey, which is more of what the obsession perks are all about. Again, I'd love to hear your feedback, as this is a significant change to the perk. But I think it'd be really fun for everybody. So let me know.
Woo! Okay, so basically they're going to be changing Dying Light to be more of a perk that keeps you on the hook longer. So it takes you longer to die, and it affects survivors while you're hooked. So this kind of keeps you from being tunneled and camped. Well, I mean, it keeps you from being camped, because if you're going to sit on a survivor with Dying Light, what would be the point? What do you get from that? You wouldn't get anything from it. You'd just be wasting Dying Light. Although I feel this is more of a nerf to Dying Light, because it will only work as long as that survivor is hooked. And I don't know. This would be a nerf to Dying Light for sure, because it's not going to be throughout the entire game, because it only works when they're hooked. And if they die, then it turns off. I don't know. I think that would be a pretty big nerf, and we probably wouldn't see it very often anymore. So, do you guys like merch? Do you guys like merch? Let's talk about some merch. So, Dead by Daylight store is going to have its first official Dead by Daylight Trapper mask that you can buy. That is freaking awesome. I love Dead by Daylight merch. I have a few Dead by Daylight shirts. I have, oh man, I love Dead by Daylight merch. I love merch in general because it's so cool to be rocking things that you really like or enjoy. So definitely might be getting one of those real soon, because I would love to wear a Trapper mask. That would be very awesome. Alright, so moving on to Shrine of Secrets. Today's Shrine of Secrets, a bunch of a bunch of perks in the shrine. The best perk there, to be honest, I would say don't even spin your shards. Don't even waste them. But I guess the best perk there to get, if you wanted to get one, would be Adrenaline. Because Adrenaline, when the last gen pops, you get fully healed. Whether you wiggle free or if you get off a hook, you get fully healed no matter what. Which is actually pretty nice. It's actually a really good perk. So, yeah, I think Adrenaline would be the best perk there for you guys to get. Anyways, we're moving on to the next part of the news. Barbecue and chili. And I do not mean the food. I mean the perk. The newest perk to Dead by Daylight. Leatherface's perk. So basically, if you're unfamiliar with this perk, I'll tell you what it does real quick here. So for every time you hook a survivor, you get a token. It goes up to 4 tokens, and when you have 4 tokens, you get 2 times the amount of blood points you would get at the end of the game. So pretty much, we're gonna live forever, but in killer form, which is really nice. But it also has a bonus effect where if you hook a survivor, for 4 seconds, you can see where every other survivor is located on the map, as long as they're outside of the meters on the perk. I don't remember the meters off the top of my head, but I do know that it's kind of big. So yeah, it's a really good perk. Barbecue and Chili has literally taken killers by storm. There are so many killers using it. Like, every killer I run into is using it. I'm not even joking. It is such a good perk. I use it on all of my killers. It's just so strong and so good, and you get double blood points. It's just a really good perk. It's so strong and it's so good. Literally every killer is using it that I know of, and I just feel like you should be using it too because it's just so good. It's probably one of the better killer perks right now at this moment. It's just really good. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this news video. I am going to be ending it here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. And later in the news, do the devs play World of Warcraft?
There was even like, I remember back in the day with World of Warcraft, you could have like one guy who was running like, was it multi-boxing? So you can have like 15 shamans running around.
All doing the same thing.
And they're all in a battleground, and I just see them, and I'm just like, I'm dead. And I'm like, all right, what the hell can I do with that? And you have to like you have to be all coordinated. It's impossible.